What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and welcome to episode 13 of the Good Schmidt podcast, where today I will be discussing the Milwaukee Brewers offseason in lieu of some news I did not expect necessarily to get from Major League Baseball, and that is that there will be a regular season, which was pretty much forced upon by the commissioner after the players initially had rejected a 60-game plan. Well, now there will be a 60-game Major League season. Players need to report to Spring Training 2.0 on July 1st, and the season will begin on July 24th. Some other details I have found are that a runner will be put on second in extra innings. That's an interesting rule. I like that. And then a DH in the National League to hopefully save pitchers from having to bat. I think that's the whole thought process there, and they've been talking about implementing a DH for years, so there will be a DH in the NL. And yeah, if you want more information about the new rules for Major League Baseball or any of the changes for Major League Baseball, any of the new rules, go to CBS Sports. That's where I originally found this information, and there's also more info on MLB.com, so you can go to there as well. So let's jump right into the podcast here. So I'm going to begin by talking about some major free agency signings. Now, this first signing, this is the one I'm most excited about. The Brewers did sign right fielder Avisail Garcia. He is 6'4", 250 pounds. He bats right and throws right. He is 29 years old, and he's from Venezuela. Last season with the Rays, here's what his stats looked like. He had a .282 average, a .332 on base percentage, and a .796 OPS, which is outs per slugging. In 489 at-bats, he had 138 hits, 20 home runs, and 72 RBIs. Avisail Garcia has played for the Tigers, White Sox, and last season with the Rays for a total of 8 seasons. His career stats look like this: a .273 average, a .323 on base percentage, and a .751 OPS. And he has, so far in his career, he has had 2,792 at bats, 762 hits, 96 home runs, and 374 RBIs. And a fun fact about Garcia is that he was a 2017 All-Star with the White Sox. And yeah, the reason why I'm excited about Garcia is because he's a really solid player. Like I said, he's been an All-Star in the past. He'll really be a huge help for the Brewers in the outfield. They won't have to play Braun as much. Yeah, they're going to have a really exciting outfield with Lorenzo Cain, MVP Christian Yelich, and a former MVP in Avisail Garcia. So that'll be really, really a deadly outfield. And then you have Ryan Braun as well. So that's exciting there. And then another outfield signing that the Brewers had is they're signing Keon Broxton to a minor league contract with an invite to spring training. He was previously on the team before, but I believe they traded him to the Mets. But they're bringing Broxton back on a minor league deal, so that's interesting. Now we move to infielders, starting with first baseman Justin Smoke, who is a switch hitter, and he throws left. He's 6'4", 222 pounds. He's 33 years old. In his career, he has played for the Rangers, Mariners, and Blue Jays for a total of 10 seasons. His stats last season with the Jays: .208 average, a .342 OBP, and a .74 OPS in 414 at-bats. He had 86 hits, 22 home runs, and 61 RBIs, so not a fantastic season, but could be a nice veteran piece for the Brewers. His career stats look like this. He's had a .231 average, a .324 OBP, and a .74 OPS. And he's had 4,034 at-bats in his career with 930 hits, 191 home runs, and 555 RBIs. The, ne- the next signing is Nerd Power himself, second baseman Eric Sogard, who has played for the Crew before. He played for the Brewers in 2017 and 2018. He's now 33 years old. He's 5'10", 180 pounds. He bats left and throws right. Last season, Sogard played for the Rays and the Jays, and his stats look like this: .290 average, .353 OBP, and a .810 OPS in 396 at-bats. He had 115 hits, 13 home runs, and 40 RBIs. And his career stats look like this. He has batted so far. In his career he has batted .248 for his batting average. His OBP is .318 and his OPS is .61. Sogard has totaled 485 hits so far in his career, 24 home runs, and 165 RBIs. And from what I remember, he was a pretty good second baseman, so that's mainly why they signed him, is to be a nice utility second baseman for the Crew. And the Brewers also signed third baseman Jed Jerko, who is right-handed on both sides. He's 5'10 and 205. He's 31 years old. And Jerko has played 7 seasons for the Padres, Cards, and Dodgers. I do remember him on the Cardinals. He was a pretty solid player. Jerko did not play very much last season. He did play a little bit, and it was with 2 teams, the Dodgers and the Cardinals. He only had 92 at-bats. He had 16 total hits, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, and his batting average was a mere 1.74, and he had a 2.48 OBP and a .498 OPS, I should say. So he must have been hurt last year. He didn't play that much. But his career stats look like this. He's had 2,576 at-bats with a batting average of .245, a .309 OBP, and a .73 OPS. Jerko has collected 630 hits, 112 home runs, and 353 RBIs in his career so far. And the final guy I have a picture of is Brock Holt, who is a left-handed batter, right-handed thrower. He's 5'10", 180 pounds, 32 years old. Brock has played for the Pirates and Red Sox in his 8 seasons. He was on the 2013 Red Sox World Championship Series, but he didn't play He didn't play a lot of games, so that doesn't qualify. He wasn't on the World Series roster, but he was on the team that season. And in 2018, he was on the roster and did help the Red Sox win the 2018 World Series. Last season with the Red Sox, Brock Holt batted .297. He had a .386 OBP and a .771 OPS. He had 259 at-bats last season with 77 hits, 3 home runs, and 31 RBIs. In his career so far, he has had 2,037 at-bats, .271 average, a .340 OBP, and a .71 OPS with 552 hits, 23 home runs, and 206 RBIs. And some other signings here that the Brewers have made. They signed third baseman Rio and Henley to the team. As for the minor league signings with an invite to spring training, we have third baseman Jace Peterson, third baseman Andres Blanco, and first baseman Logan Morrison. And Lucas Erijek, I'm sure I butchered his name, got a non-roster invite to spring training. He's also a third baseman. For catcher, they signed this guy named Tuffy to a minor league contract, and he hasn't played in the majors since 2017. So, yeah, he just can't find his way out of the minors, I guess. He's been rough in the... And when he has been in the majors, it's been rough at the stats I did look at. And they also have invited a couple of non-roster guys to spring training, Peyton Henry and Marco Feliciano. As for pitchers, the Brewers did re-sign Alex Claudio, who I like to call Fabio. Okay, they re-signed him. And then they actually did sign a decent starter. Left-handed pitcher Brett Anderson, who is 6'4", 230 pounds. He's 32 years old. Anderson has played 10 seasons for the A's, Rockies, Dodgers, Cubs, and Jays. Last season, he played for Oakland. He started 31 games. He had 13 wins and 9 losses, so the most wins of his career, actually, and a 3.89 ERA, earned run average, and in 176 innings pitched, and he had 90 strikeouts. For Brett Anderson's career so far, he has started 176 games, 188 total. He has won 59 decisions, and he has lost 61. His career earned run average is 4.05. He's pitched 997.1 innings, and he's had he has had 682 strikeouts. So I actually really like this pickup for the Brewers. Probably my second favorite signing, along with Avisel Garcia. They also signed left-handed pitcher Josh Lindblom, right over here. And they also signed a decent relief pitcher in David Phelps, who is 33 years old. He's a right-handed pitcher. This is David Phelps. Yeah, right over here. Excuse me. He has played 7 seasons for the Yankees, Marlins, Mariners, Cubs, and Jays. Last season, Phelps played with the Cubs and the Blue Jays. In 41 games, he won 2 games, lost 1. He had a save in 34 innings pitched. His ERA was 3.41, and he had 36 strikeouts. For his career, David has had 32 wins, 34 losses in 269 games. His earned run average is 3.86 in 588 innings pitched, and he has had 556 strikeouts. Some other signings here. On minor league deals with a spring training invite, we have Justin Grimm, Mike Morin, Shelby Miller, who I thought the Brewers should sign, so they did. So interesting that they did sign him to a minor league deal. And Jesus Castillo, or Jesus, I'm not sure which way it is, which pronunciation it is. And we also have some more non-roster spring training invites. Jake Faria, who was on the team for part of last season after coming over from the Rays. We have Clayton Andrews, Aaron Wilkerson, Zach Brown, Ethan Small, who has been in the Brewers minor league system. He was last year, and then I think he got hurt. Drew Rasmussen and Thomas Jenkins round out the non-roster invites for pitchers. Now we get into some trade acquisitions, and I actually do like some of these trades. The first one being a little bit underwhelming, but it was needed. The Brewers traded right-handed pitcher Chase Anderson to the Blue Jays for first baseman Chad Spanberger, who probably will be in the minors, is my guess. So they got a prospect for Anderson, nice. And then the second trade I do kind of like. The Brewers acquired left-handed pitcher Eric Lauer and second baseman Luis Urias from the Padres, and a player to be named later from San Diego for Trent Grisham and Zach Davies. So, do really like this trade. I'm going to talk about Lauer and Urias here. So starting with Lauer. He's a left-handed pitcher. He's 6'3", 228 pounds. He's fairly young, 25 years old, and he's played 2 seasons for San Diego. His career stats look like this. He's pitched 58 games so far. 52 of them starts. He's won 14, lost 17. He has a 4.4 ERA in 261.2 innings pitched, and he has struck out 238 hitters. As for Urias, he's also played 2 seasons for San Diego. Bats right, throws left. He's 5'9", 186 pounds, and he's only 23. So that's nice. They got another young player in this trade. Oh yeah, and Urias is a second baseman, I should say. Yeah, he in Luis's career so far, he's had 263 at bats, 58 hits, 6 home runs, 29 RBIs, and he has a batting average of .221, a .318 OBP, and a .649 OPS. So I do really like this trade, even though these guys haven't done much in the majors yet. I feel like they could break out with the Brewers. And the third trade here is the Brewers acquiring catcher Omar Narvaez for right-handed pitcher and Adam Hill and future considerations. I do really like the Omar Narvaez pickup here. He's probably my second or third favorite pickup here for the Brewers. Narvaez is a catcher. He bats left, throws right. He's 5'11", 220 pounds. He's 28 years old, so still somewhat young. He's played 4 seasons in the big leagues for the White Sox and Mariners. Last season with the Mariners, Narvaez had 428 at-bats with an average of .278, a .353 OBP, a .813 OPS. 119 hits, 22 home runs, and 55 RBIs. So, yeah, solid season for Narvaez. Could be a pretty solid Grandal replacement. He's not going to cost near as much either. That's probably why they brought him in. Narvaez's career stats: 1,062 at bats, .276 average, .361 OBP, and a .772 OPS. Narvaez has had 293 career hits, 34 home runs, and 109 RBIs. Again, do really like some of these trades, especially these acquisitions. I definitely like the Lauer and Urias acquisitions and the Narvaez acquisitions. Now, moving on to the Brewers draft selections here, starting with a nice surprise here, a surprisingly really good prospect that slipped in the draft. He was supposed to go top 10, I believe. Garrett Mitchell, outfielder from UCLA. The Brewers got him at pick 20. He was in the midst of his junior season. Like all of these players. All these players that the Brewers picked were in the midst of their junior season, funny enough. But yeah, starting with Garrett Mitchell here. He's 6'3", 215 pounds, and he is 20 years old, it looks like. He is from Orange County, California. He went to high school at Orange Lutheran. He bats left and throws right, and he's the number 6 prospect on MLB's top 10 prospects list. So based on that list, he was supposed to go number 6 in the draft. His slash line, a .327 average, a .393 slugging percentage, and on base percentage, and a .478 slugging percentage. My bad. And in 2019. In 477 at-bats, career at-bats, Mitchell has had 24 doubles, 15 triples, and 6 home runs. He is the single-season record holder at UCLA for triples with 15 in 2019. Or not with 15, with 12 in 2019. Mitchell also had 156 hits in 2019, along with 81 RBIs. Yeah, he's second all-time in 3-baggers with his 15 at UCLA. He was a 2019 All-American, and he was a American Baseball Collegiate Association Gold Glove finalist. So, really do love this draft pick for the Brewers. I hope he is able to pan out in the future for them. The next selection here is in round 2, pick 53. Infielder Freddie Zamora from Miami, Florida. He's injured this season as a junior. Zamora is 6'1", 190 pounds, and he's also 20 years old. Or 21 years old. Um, he was born in Miami, Florida, where he plays his college ball. He went to high school at Miami Calanian. He bats right and throws right. He is the number 100 prospect on MLB's top 100 prospects list. His slash line, a .300 average, a .391 on base percentage, and a .492 slugging percentage. And a fun fact about Zamora is his father was a professional baseball player for Nicaragua. As for his statistics, a .300 career batting average, a .91 on base percentage. Or no, that's just, I already went through his slash line. Never mind. In 410 career at bats, Zamora has had 24 doubles, 4 triples, 7 home runs, 74 RBIs, and 123 hits. Nice selection here for the Brewers. The Brewers' third round selection at pick 92 was infielder Xavier Warren from Central Michigan. He is 6 feet even, 190 pounds. He's from Southfield, Michigan, and he went to high school his high school was the Birmingham Groves. He's a switch hitter, and he throws right. His slash line is a .325 batting average, a .455 on base percentage, and a .47 slugging percentage. In 2019, Xavier led the MAC in on-base percentage, with it being .502. The MAC is the Mid-American Conference, by the way. He also led the MAC in runs with 73, doubles 23, and walks 54. He ranks second in the league in hits with 90 and RBIs with 70. And he was also among the top 10 in batting average with a .363 average, home runs 8, and slugging percentage .578. His 22 doubles was a single season program record. He was named to the ABCA/Rawlings All-American third team in 2019. And then in his career so far, he has had 499 at-bats, 162 hits, 28 doubles, 3 triples, 9 homers, 104 RBIs, and 103 walks. For the Brewers' fourth round selection, they drafted Joey Wiemer out of Cincinnati. He's an outfielder. He's 6'5", 215 pounds, and he's from Temperance, Michigan, and he went to high school at Bedford. He bats right and throws right. His career slash line is as follows: a .264 batting average, a .379 on base percentage, and a .408 slugging percentage. Joey started all 62 of the University of Cincinnati's games in 2019, which is a school record. He was an American Athletic Conference he was on the American Athletic Conference All-Academic team. Joey hit .263 in 2019 with 13 doubles, 2 triples, 6 home runs, and 28 RBIs. He slugged .408, he stole 21 bases, and he had 5 assists in the outfield. His career stats are as followed. He has played 122 games. He started 120 of them. He has 451 career at-bats so far, 119 hits, 25 doubles, 2 triples, 12 home runs, 62 RBIs, 71 walks, 35 stolen bases. And for the final draft selection for the Brewers, they took Hayden Antrelli, a shortstop from Louisiana, the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. He's 5'11", 175 pounds. He is from Lafayette, Louisiana, and he went to high school at Turlings Catholic. He is a switch hitter and who throws right, and his career slash line is a .28 batting average, a .405 on or a .405 on base percentage, and a .44 slugging percentage. Hayden's honors and awards: he was 22nd. He's 22nd on the NCAA career leaders list in stolen bases with 50. He's 37th on the NCAA leaders list in walks with 90. He is number 55 on the MLB Pipeline top one. He's the 55th MLB Pipeline top 100 draft prospect. He's the 20th D1 baseball. He's 20th on the D1 baseball top 30 shortstops list. He on the D1 baseball top college prospect rankings, he ranks 33. In 2019, he was first team All Sun Belt Conference. And his career stats: he has played 135 games. He's had 504 at bats, 141 hits, 31 doubles, 4 triples, 14 home runs, and 57 RBIs. So that is going to wrap up this podcast here where I discussed the Brewers offseason. I hope you all enjoyed. This was really fun to make. I enjoyed looking into the Brewers offseason acquisitions as well as their recent draft selections. Once again, this was the Good Schmidt podcast. My name is Nick, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, everybody. And I'm signing out.